Hi, and welcome to Robert's DIY Western United States Helper Tour. My goal is to help people on the western half of the United States. If you're in the Mountain Time Zone or the Pacific Time Zone, contact me to see if I can help you with your DIY needs. Alright, I'm here checking peaches. I got a call that it's misfiring, and I'm seeing a little overspray from coolant. I hope this head is not blown. I was really hoping it wasn't a burnt valve, so I did look at the code. It was a 305. I cleared it and the code went away and the misfire went away. So the car is running smooth. It's misfiring occasionally, which is strange. So I guess I'm going to check the plug and wire for that cylinder and maybe compression test that cylinder, see where it's at, and try to figure out why it's missing. First thing I did was pull this cover off, unplugged and replugged in the fuel injector wire. It was plugged in tight. Normally a fuel injector that's failing gives you a different code. It's something like 215 instead of 305. So I don't think that's it. My next step I'm going to do is I'm going to double check the bolts on the intake manifold on this side, make sure they're good and snug. From there, I'm going to check the spark plug wires and pull the cover off and check the spark plug. I pulled my air box out of the way, and I was checking, making sure my spark plugs are plugged in really good. And I noticed that my cam sensor wire was almost touching my spark plug wire. That's a real no-no. So I unplugged the cam sensor, moved it under the air tube to move it away from the spark plug wires. So we'll see if that'll fix this. I'm going to check these wires. Since I got everything this far apart, I'm going to pull the plug, look at the plug, and go from there. Spark plug looks real good, so I'm going to put that back in there, tighten that down, button this up, fire up, and call it a day. My initial thought on my way down here was to jump straight for the jugular. I was just going to tear it apart, do a compression test just to see if it had a burnt valve or not. But when I decided to start the car and seeing that it wasn't misfiring full time, I decided to do some troubleshooting because, hey, if it's a burnt valve, it's going to misfire every time. Since it wasn't, I wanted to do some checking, so I really think it's this crank sensor wire too close to the spark plug. We have everything back together, and we're getting ready to take it for a test drive. We had a couple vacuum lines going to the turbo control valve that was split, so I fixed that stuff back. We got an oil dipstick tube broken. But I'm going to take it for a test drive, and particularly paying attention to the coolant bottle because she says she's losing coolant still. So let me see how that works out on this test drive. What we don't want to see is the level in that coolant bottle rise. Looks like some has been spraying out on this, but I'm not sure why that's happening. So she's got a coolant leak somewhere. We're trying to figure out where it's going. If that level in the bottle rises, that is an indication of a bad head gasket, and if it's coming out the tailpipe. So we'll see if we can figure out where it's going. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.